Oh, you're freaking me out here.
Get the kids. Pack the car. We have to leave. Go!
They say everyone has a boogeyman. In England, the boogeyman is often described as a shadowy ghost-like man, hiding out in dark places and coming to get children who misbehave. The idea of a supernatural entity who punishes bad kids has more or less always existed in our world. But in the lore of the Sinister franchise, it goes back as far as Babylonian times, possibly originating around 2000 BC.
Associated with the worship of a pagan deity.
A deity? What kind of deity?
A very obscure one, dating back to Babylonian times, named Bughuul, the eater of children.
Did you say eater?
Yes, of children. Thank you.
His point is connecting them being his need to trick human children in order to trap them in his netherworld and feast on their souls to survive. Released in 2012, Sinister follows crime writer Ellison Oswalt, a man searching for his next big story. But he didn't find just another murder case. He discovered something that hunted him back. It's terrifying on screen, but the real inspirations behind it are even more unsettling. The director, Scott Derrickson, didn't base this on folklore. He was inspired by true crime investigations where authorities found actual homemade murder recordings. These weren't crime scene videos. They were killers reliving their murders on camera. Some serial killers didn't just confess on tape. They enjoyed watching themselves do it. That chilling reality is the true pulse behind Sinister's cursed Super 8 films. In the film, Ellison uncovers ancient symbols tied to something evil. These markings weren't just made up for shock value. Some scholars trace these designs back to Babylonian times, ancient seals and mystical scripts associated with death deities. That gives the concept a layer most people miss. It's not fictional occult gibberish. It's an interpretation of ancient terror. The Super 8 footage in Sinister looks so disturbingly authentic for a reason. Before shooting, the production allowed actual unscripted reactions from both cast and extras. They handed them real footage with no explanation and filmed their responses, meaning some reactions you see on screen aren't acted. They are real fear. About halfway through the film, Ellison meets with a real expert, Professor Jonas, and everything changes. Here, the movie stops being a simple ghost story. Jonas isn't just a character. He represents how modern psychology and ancient lore collide. He explains how evil in the film feeds on children and how each cycle repeats itself, a theme rooted in old ritualistic beliefs.
That's from the late 90s in St. Louis. The other one.
We should note that some believe Bughuul to be related to a very specific deity from the Canaanite culture dating back to prehistoric times, an image posted to the official Sinister social media accounts, which claims that Bughuul is the brother of Moloch, the ancient Canaanite god of child sacrifice. Moloch, or Moloch, in the original Hebrew text of the Bible, is a Canaanite god associated with the sacrifice of children. The Canaanites lived in the region that comprises modern-day Israel-Palestine and some of the surrounding territory, called the Levant. If you're interested in videos like this, investigating the truth behind horror movies, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It truly means the world to us. When Ellison met with the expert Jonas, who isn't just a character, he represents how modern psychology and ancient lore collide. He explains how evil in the film feeds on children, and how each cycle repeats itself, a theme rooted in old ritualistic beliefs. That moment is the turning point, not just in plot, but in meaning. The curse isn't just fiction. Horror fans talk about curses with Poltergeist, or bad luck with The Exorcist. Sinister doesn't have a Hollywood curse. It has something scarier. Real people claimed the film changed how they view death itself. Some viewers reported nightmares weeks after watching. Some stopped watching horror altogether. That's rare. Most horror films make you jump. Sinister makes you uncomfortable in your own skin. The truth. Sinister is not based on a single real case. There was no family named Oswalt, and no documented demon called Bughuul exactly as shown in the film. But calling it pure fiction would be misleading. The movie is built from real elements. True crime cases where killers recorded their crimes. Ancient mythological concepts drawn from early Mesopotamian and Babylonian beliefs. Authentic law enforcement fears surrounding media that glorifies murder. So the next time someone tells you Sinister is just another ghost movie, you tell them it wasn't inspired by ghosts. It was inspired by the real psychology of killers, ancient symbols, and the horror of obsession itself. If you want more hidden truths behind your favorite scary films, smash that like button. Drop a comment with the movie you want decoded next. And hit subscribe so you never miss the real story behind the horror.